And we are just a few minutes away from the back half. Flight A here at Daniel's 150K birthday bash in the booth with me for...
We are on camera.
We are on camera. It's a good thing I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. Oh, it's on... Yeah. I was like, what's going on?
You were listening to it on your phone?
Yeah, I guess I was. And
all right.
Eric in the booth, just getting everything queued up and ready to go. 2.5 minutes or so.
Part 2.
What's that?
Part 2.
Part 2. And again, we are live streaming all of our flights here at the close of registration. Now, on this specific flight, had 62 entries. We'll be cutting down to the top 6. Currently have 14 players left in this flight.
I'm going to see if something works. I'm going to...
Flight 2 underway as we speak. Have nearly... Let's check. Before I give the viewers incorrect stats. Currently have 38 players. So 62 for Flight 1. 38 players in Flight 2 with 3.5 hours of registration open. We had a pretty...
Oh, you know what? Dang it. No, that's okay. Go ahead. I put in the subscription alert, but I didn't put it in the commentary stream. I put it in the live stream. So we won't see it until we jump over to the other one.
I gotcha.
Dang it. All right. Delete. I'm going to have to add it again. Move to trash. All right. Why are you hiding?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I guess I keep on forgetting when on camera because when I'm in the booth, I kind of have my feet up, just chill, just relax. Yeah, have a good time. Captain Underpairs in the chat, been a regular viewer of our chat here at Poker House.
He says we're gonna have a long night tonight. No sleep.
Looks like no sleep for you as well.
We gotta work. When are you gonna play?
Tomorrow morning. Fire. So I've announced that any new subscribers, let me see how many subscribers we're up to now. We have less than a minute left. We started the day with 538 subscribers. YouTube subscribers, correct. And we currently have, let's see where we're at. Let me go here. I don't want to. 561. So we've picked up 23 subscribers. So
how are you gonna random draw to see who gets 5%?
I haven't figured out that.
What's 5% of 40,000? You're an accountant.
1,000.
5% of 40,000 is 1,000.
2,000.
2,000.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's
So basically, I think I want to close it at the end of day 2, right? In terms of the
subscribers.
The subscribers. So
at the end of day 2.
At the end of day 1.
There we go. That makes more sense.
Or maybe, yeah. I said obviously I have to bag.
Oh, we're up.
Yeah, we're up. So we're
pink.
Players are getting ready to sit back down.
Now
as they come back from their 15-minute break, probably still a few minutes away from action getting underway on the live stream. So for those of you that are rejoining the chat, if you are a new subscriber, you are eligible for 5% of my action plus additional merchandise. And look at this. First hand back.
Now, I just shared it, and let's see if it works under the correct.
Yeah, it wasn't doing it earlier when people were like...
No, I didn't have it on there.
Okay.
But it should do it now.
And look at what we have here. Mikhail in the big blind, or in the hijack with aces. Nestor in the small blind with 9s.
Popping up now.
There we go.
I fixed it.
Okay. That was the option before to people that liked it.
Yes. When I deleted everything, that's one of the things I didn't put back in. Remember when it wasn't working and we just deleted everything?
Yeah.
That's the one thing I didn't put back in. So now we got in pocket 4s. So Amanda M and Deep, he was huge chip leader when I was in here 2 hours ago. How is he doing?
He's doing well. He still has 40 big blinds. He hasn't played too many hands, but the hands he's been involved with.
He's getting paid?
Yeah, he's getting paid. So
nice. So he, it looks like, and this is not a fault of Craig because this is difficult. When he gets new players, he doesn't get their picture. So we got Michael in there.
Oh, so you see what they're talking about, the stack size?
Yes, small. Oh, for sure. We'll fix that when we have time.
So probably in between Flight A and Flight B stream, we're going to come in here and fix the skins.
Yep.
From y'all's perspective. Again,
look at you using the right words and everything.
Yeah, let's go. I'm learning all this AV stuff and SDI, HDMI, ATEM. I didn't even, what's the trust? Even though it has nothing to do with audio visual. Oh, here we go. Action. Ashley, pocket queens in the cutoff.
All right.
Going to probably just get it all in, mate. Yeah, and so
Ooh, she's slow playing. She's only got 8 big blinds.
And so here's the thing. A lot of people think you should just shove there. And if you're under 10 big blinds, probably a shove makes sense.
It didn't matter. It got through regardless.
For the record, when I see somebody with 10 big blinds opening small, I know they have a big hand.
Bing, 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 bing,
yeah,
bing, bing. Spidey senses start tingling.
I had a guy when I was playing a World Series. I was playing a WSOP event, and I opened Ace-Jack suited under gun +1, and a guy had like 7 big blinds, and he min-raised me, and I just snap folded when it came back to me. And I
fold queens face up.
No, I didn't. I folded. I didn't fold the face up. I was like, you either have queens or kings. And he flipped over kings. I'm like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, if you rip it there, then I'm probably calling because
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you have to call a rip, but it's so suspicious.
It looks super sus when that little min raise there.
So, are the cameras better than
they
were?
I think
they look better to me.
Yeah. So, for those of you that are joining this chat, over the past, Eric got back Tuesday afternoon, picked them up, grabbed the white heat, came back here, tried to install the new 8-port ATEM switch where we could put 8 cameras in with the overhead flop cam. So if you're wondering why you're not seeing any of the flop, it's because we didn't get it installed due to a number of technological issues.
It's a user error. I'm pretty sure of. That I just don't know how to do it. So
right.
we're gonna and then we just ran out of time. But we did replace all of the cabling. We replaced all of the, if you want to geek out, all of the HDMI cables with SDI cables. And I don't know, but it looks it's a
little more. It feels like it's a little more crisp.
It feels like it. And that might be just in my imagination, hoping that it looks better. But it looks better to me. So, cool. What do you guys think? If you've been watching for the last few weeks, does this look better or the same and I'm just crazy? Because that is an option. There's Mikey coming over to the table. Our fabulous dealer, Scott.
Minnesota Scott. Craig there in the action booth. On the action track right there on the stand in the seat. The kudos to Craig here. Running the action tracker for
just crushing it for the last 2 hours,
2.5 hours plus standing there. I mean, he's sitting. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a chair.
You would have to. I remember when we did that practice stream when I wanted to run one for an hour and a half.
You're dying.
It was not comfortable.
No.
And I see why you guys would want to just stand there and
bounce around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go snap a picture of Michael.
Okay.
In the 9 seat. And like I said, he probably showed up late to balance the table, and Craig was busy and didn't snap his picture. That's fine. I'm gonna go grab one right now.
Let's find out if he actually wins this hand or not, because he's about to reshove.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's gonna reshove ace queen. Let's see if he wins. If he win, well, he's still gonna have 14 big blinds whether or not he wins or not. So
okay. So regardless, we'll get a picture of him. Oh.
Loses some chips there, gets down, drops down.
And this was 10 minutes ago. He might be gone. All right, I'll go check. Good news is he's not gone.
Okay, he's not gone. Back in the booth, just me, Eddie the Asian Sensation. 62 players left. I'm sorry, 62 players in Flight 8. As you can see popping up, 14 players remaining in Danielle's 150K birthday bash, Flight 1A. Guaranteed first place prize of $35,000. On track to beat that. I believe the numbers shake out to where we need on average 58, 59 players per flight to hit in order to hit the guarantee, not including the double bag bonus, which I'll get into here shortly. Currently in level 13, where the small blind's 3K, big blind 6K, big blind 86K. Average stack sitting around 191,000, give or take. Action Ashley under the gun, opening 8, ace 5 offsuit. Adam in the hijack with ace 10 off. Gonna go through ace to the flop, big Bogart completing. Flopping 2 pair. Wow. And both players flopping an ace. Actually gonna bet 20K into 48K, slightly under half pot. Adam's going to make the call, or we're going to make the raise. Raises to 50K, makes it 2.5 XK. Let's see if Bart reships it for his entire stack here. Little bit of a draws out there. Rainbow board. Comes back over. Check rips all of his chips. Actually not liking the spot. Gonna have to fold. Wisely makes the fold. Oh, Adam. Let's see what Adam does. See if he's getting the right price to call. With a one pair holding. Obviously, we know that he has bottom two pair Bart here. Adam asking for a chip count. You can see the disdain on Ashley's face, knowing that she's not in love with, not happy with what just happened. She thought her ace was good there. Adam going to have to risk the remaining half of his stack that he currently has. Has about 200,000 in chips remaining. No cup. Frankie got moved to the outer table to balance the tables, so no Frankie currently. Gonna make the call, hoping for the board to pair. 5 of diamonds on the turn doesn't bring much help to Adam. Bart Bogard now picking up chips, sitting at over nearly 375K in chips, 62 big blinds, now dropping Adam to below 100K, 16 big blinds. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining the chat or rejoining the chat, this is the back half of Flight 1A of Daniel's 150K birthday bash. Currently sitting in level 13, small blind 3K, big blind 6K, and 6K big blind ante. Yeah, she would, even though she would have turned 2 pair, it's just with that action there, with opening under the gun with a weak ace, continuing c-betting her range, entire range there on the flop, then getting raised, and then getting re-raised out of position. Ace-5 is just never good there. Now, the blind versus blind spot, I definitely see Bart calling off here. Yeah, actually going to get it all in. Bart with a snap call. Actually flopping top pair, doubling up, getting her to 10 big blinds. Peter White in the chat saying, go Bart. And again, if you had not been a subscriber to any of our social media platforms before Flight 8 of today, we're offering free merchandise, but also another special package. I will be firing tomorrow's morning flight and Saturday's morning flight. In the event that I make day 2 Sunday restart, I will be giving away 5% of my action to any new subscribers of our YouTube. So like, share, subscribe. Bart Bogard here taking down the hand with ace-4 diamonds. just need to lose another 7 players. I say just another 7 players. That could take in 2 hours. I don't know. In between flights, should I go grind for an hour, hour and a half, or like power nap? Since I'm probably going to be here till, let's see. I think we put the over under at. Matt put the over at 2 a.m. I put it at 2:30 a.m. So. Christmas taking down this pot with pocket tens, betting 26K. Picking up the blinds. Mikhail +1. Ships all his chips and king queen, going all the way to Nestor on the button with the ace jack. Probably going to make the call here. Probably get his chips in. Let's see. It's folded all the way to him. Mikhail shoving about 13 bigs. Yeah, Nestor going to fold ace jack. Going to get folds all around. Definitely saw Nestor thinking about it. Power nap. I know. I don't know what to do. I'm torn. I don't get to play. Cup. I don't get to play anymore. Now I am playing tomorrow and Saturday, so maybe I should probably just rest, knowing that I'm going to be playing all day tomorrow. It depends. May wake up the degen in me. Action Ashley in the hijack with ace-5, going to jam her chips. Picking up blinds, up to 12K now. And there you see we have 13 remaining players in this flight of 62 entries. Going to be cutting down to the top 6. We'll be bagging and tagging till day 2. Day 2 restart at 1 p.m. And I believe there are 6 or 7 players on this feature table. Nestor looking over his shoulder, checking out the other feature table, checking out the other table left remaining in this flight. Now, as the blind levels increase and we start losing players, I think you're going to see players start tightening up when we're about 2 or 3 away from the bubble. Hopefully going to try to sneak into day 2. And those players with a big chip stack are probably going to try to put some pressure on those players. Here we are on a blind versus blind scenario on a flop of Jack 3 deuce with 2 spades. Not much with anything. Michael with the best hand with a king. Now when the turn after the flop going check, check. Bart flop turning top pair with the best kicker. Gonna bet 8K into about 16K, or yeah, 8K into 16K. 8K into 18K. Gonna take down the pot. Bart with a big pickup just a few minutes ago when it was through ace of the flop, when he flopped bottom 2 pair against Adam and Action Ashley. Looks like Bart Bogart picking up some steam here on the second half of this stream for the Flight A. The more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards taking a nap. I am getting a hotel nearby, so since I'm going to be here pretty late. I'm in deep, raising 12K. 2x the big blind. Michael with 81K, about 13 big blinds, going to rip it. I'm in deep to fold. Now Mikhail up to nearly 20 big blinds at 18 big blinds. There we go. About 10.5 minutes left in this blind. 30 minutes per level. Level 13. Big blinds 3K, 6K, 6K big blind ante. Next level will be jumping up to a small blind 4K, 8K, 8K big blind ante. Eric Anderson coming in the clutch, needing coffee.
Do you not want that on?
Not want one on.
I was going to pop in here and say I can't hear the table mic at all, but then I see you have me turned off too.
Yeah, I did have you turned off.
All right, let me turn this off.
I think.
So yeah, I couldn't hear any table mic. Is that on purpose? Is that by design?
No. User operator area.
That's all right.
I did. Russell, can you hear us now?
I could hear you fine. Well, he probably said he couldn't hear anything because you weren't saying anything for a while.
Oh, that could be.
You know, you were texting me to bring you coffee.
Nope.
Is that better?
That's pretty loud for
Or is that too much? There we go. How's that? Just a little bit of ambient noise in the background. I think it adds to the stream because while you were texting me to bring you coffee, I was listening and I thought the sound went out because I didn't hear anything at all. But we're good now. Are you seeing the shares pop up in the likes and stuff?
No, I've only seen one or two.
Really? Maybe people aren't liking and sharing.
Yeah, I've incentivized them. I'm offering them free stuff.
Free stuff?
Free stuff and 5% for new viewers.
What are we giving away? I like the 5%. That $2,000 off of a $40K first place prize sounds great. I mean, but Bart Bogart is in the field, so what a second place play. That's got to be pretty good too.
So I think the last tournament was 43.5K for first, and then 27,000 for second.
Yeah, that's a great number. Boom, 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 boom.
You gonna go check?
I'm gonna go check. I'm a checker.
I know it was under 45K. I think it was like 43, 44K, and I think.
Oh, is that all it was? Just 100x?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, buying for that tournament was $42K. 42K. $420. Excuse me. Down to 13 players still?
Yeah, and we are going to combine tables when we get to 9. So
Right.
we're going to pause the clock and combine tables, get exact chip counts, get photos, stuff like that. We're not going to go off stream for that. So we're just gonna let it run for a few minutes, and it's not a break. I tell people, and they all want to run outside, and I'm like, this is not a break. I'm gonna blind you out. So Hendon Mob. Why did Hendon Mob go away?
Oh, you can pull up Bart Bogart. Pull up Bart Bogart and see what Daphne.
You know what? It's the Hendon Mob.
Yeah.
It used to be the Hendon Mob owned Hendon Mob, so it would automatically forward to the Hendon Mob.
Gotcha.
Now it's just sitting there empty. If anybody wants to go buy HendonMob.com, it's available.
Gotcha.
But let's go to Bart Bogard.
And again, taking 6 players from this flight, as we start to lose players and we get down to around 9 or 10, look for players to tighten up. Look for players to tighten up and maybe try to sneak in and grab a bag. I anticipate Bart firing all flights. Oh, Bart Bogart is just running so well.
Do you know his real name is Anthony?
I did know that.
I do know that now. First place, $43,431.
I was close. I said 43.5.
Yeah, nice. Daphne Turner, $26,679.
I was close. I knew I was close. What was it? What was third? Like 16, 17?
19.
19, okay.
441 for Raul Kumra.
How does the table mic sound? Does it sound like kind of muffled on your end, live stream?
It sounds great to me.
Okay, on the live stream? Okay.
I'm going to, well, I mean, like right now, listening to these mics, we got Scott in the booth. He's one of the best. So,
In the box.
yep. In the box. Yeah. Sorry, not in the booth. We're
Yeah,
in the
booth, box,
box. Yeah.
closet, whatever. Bart Bogart with,
Peter White says Anthony Bart Bogart is my cousin.
yeah, definitely DFW tournament. Not even DFW tournament poker crusher, like national crusher. Just crusher in general.
Big fan.
Bart's mom says, I'm so sorry. It is Anthony. I wanted Bart Davis Bogart. It's not too late to change it, Michelle. I mean. Oh, why is it? Is that just now?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Are we not seeing it here?
No, not.
So we are not seeing it.
Oh, we have a bunch of all-ins here. Holy
Bart's
smokes.
got aces.
And Chris Mays with the
Adam's
mystery
got
cards.
top pair.
I don't know what you can get lucky with because we don't know your whole cards.
Kim Stone says, hey, guys. Hey, Kim, thank you so much for the medicine. I feel much better.
Oh, my
today.
gosh. Like
Double elimination by Bart.
Bart
Anthony.
Bogart doing Bart Bogart things, eliminating 2 players at once.
Boom, boom.
Picking up significant additional chips.
And we are at, everything looks great.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Are we almost at the featured final table? We're just going to pause the clock and then combine and then get chip counts and pictures. From the Craig, the action tracker out there, he says we are down to 10.
Okay.
And when they lose player number 10, they will pause the clock to balance. Men are so silly. Nothing a trip to the pharmacy can't fix. They say I don't need anything.
For the record, I would have never gone to the pharmacy if you didn't go for Eric and I.
I have gone to the pharmacy for myself 0 times.
0 times. Yeah, I've gone to the pharmacy for my kids.
For my kids.
Or my wife when I was married. 100%.
Yep. Snot dripping down the nose, 100-degree temps. Yeah, we're tough.
I was like, when I was helping you like in the booth yesterday.
Yeah, we were done.
Kim calls like, hey, I'm trying to help Eric real quick with trying to set this stuff up, blah blah. I was like, is it important? She's like, I'm at Target. I'm gonna get you medicine.
I sent her a screenshot.
Yeah.
Of my wife, the text my wife sent me all the stuff I was supposed to get, and man, she comes back with $150 worth of medicine.
Yeah.
Combined for both of us.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, that daytime Theraflu came in super clutch.
That was so good.
Super clutch.
It's like, and then we're drinking NyQuil, DayQuil, everything. I'm worried about overdosing because I don't know, like, can I combine these things? You know, can I take?
I didn't even read the warning label.
I don't either.
I just put it in.
I mean, my wife, like, does everything for me, and you can still hear us coughing in the background because it's, you know, and negative for COVID.
Yeah.
She picked up a COVID test for me. And then I looked at the text, and I saw my wife told me to pick up a COVID test. I went, oh, well, I guess I better try this.
Just to double check.
Yeah. And I'm negative, so we're good.
That's good because if you were positive, we've been in the room, we've been in this booth trying to set stuff up for
we'll just quarantine in the booth, have them bring us coffee and
every 6 to 8 hours. Okay, cool.
Dose with something. Oh, I have to wait 6 to 8 hours? Just kidding.
I think it's almost been 4 hours since 6 hours. I don't.
I'm chewing on those
calls.
The little
Airborne.
Airborne. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I totally missed all.
Yeah, me too.
Michael flops the set, takes out Nestor, who has pocket sixes. I missed that whole hand.
Yeah, and now we're down to
drugs.
We're talking about drugs. Yep. Down to 11 players, level 13, 62 players in this flight.
Yeah, we're in real time. We're at 10, but 10 minutes ago we were at 11.
Yeah. And what's really neat is we're well on our way to hitting our guarantee. Well on our way.
Crushing it.
Yeah, about 46 players in Flight B, level 3. Still have 3 hours to reg.
It's going to be so good. And you're going to play tomorrow.
Playing tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning, and then for some reason I get it through close of reg, I'll fire Saturday morning. I have 3 bullets, so.
I'm going to check my settings on this.
Yeah, and again, for those of you in the chat, Eric just jumping in the chat, we tried to install this new 8-port ATEM switch to where we could get 8 cameras with the overhead flop cam and just something with the settings with this switch.
Yep, quite. I'm pretty sure it's something I need to figure out. But the tech support guy is in Australia, so I didn't want to be up till 3 in the morning. I just tested it, and they all popped up, so maybe we just weren't paying attention to that screen, and we are supposed to be seeing it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, Eric had to, like, reinstall some stuff.
Yeah, we had to delete everything and then put it all back in, and I just forgot to put it. There it is. Clay Hodge likes to stream.
Oh, there you go. It's cool.
Yeah, it's just a matter of we weren't paying attention.
Okay.
So, perfect, Clay. Thank you for testing for us. Birdie Purvis Hadley says, great job, guys. Thank you, Birdie.
And again, for those of you viewers in the chat, if you have not yet liked and subscribed and shared any of our social media platforms, we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for our streaming platform.
Coffee 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's coffee in the back. Eric coming in clutch in that background, bringing me coffee. And again, we usually stream on a 15-minute delay, but I think when we reinstall everything.
Well, what we do, we have 15-minute breaks.
Oh, that's right.
If we're on a 15-minute delay, we're going to miss. They're going to be already back from break and playing while we're finishing up the last hand.
I got you.
We'll lose stuff. So I made a 10-minute break when we're doing tournaments and go back to 15-minute breaks when we're doing cash game. We can go to a half-hour breaks in cash game. That's fine. But because we're limited to our
with the breaks
15-minute break,
I got you.
That's why we do that.
That makes sense.
Now, when we go to day 2, and I also like to break up every between the breaks, so that when somebody says, "Oh, hey, where can I find my stream?" and I say, "When did you play?" I played on 1C level 12. Okay, boom, go look at this spot.
Gotcha.
They don't have to look at 9 hours worth of stream. They can go find their little 2-hour segment.
Gotcha.
And Micah likes it. Flanagan, is that Micah the dealer?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Cup is not sleeping. I don't know what Cup is.
That's Captain Underpairs.
Oh, Cup, Captain. Oh, all right.
It's just his acronym.
It's an acronym.
Yeah.
I got a funny story about that. He's now 15. When he was about 7 years old, Johnny, he said he wanted to be a WJV. And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "It's a acronym." I said, "Yeah, what is it?" "That's when you take the first letter of every word and make a new word." I said, "No, what is WJV?" "Oh, it's a wild jungle veterinary."
Interesting.
But he's explained to me what an acronym was when he's in like 2nd grade. Cup, Captain Underpairs, Cup.
a cup. When I picked Eric up from the airport, I let him know your idea, and I said specifically it was your idea. Eric loved it with the. You remember what we talked about?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Refresh my
I'll
memory.
put on mute.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't want to say it on the air just in case.
Just in case it was a secret.
Yeah, secret proprietary.
Yeah. So if people want to be on the stream, but they don't necessarily want to be public, we can always do a live stream, not broadcast it, and just save it for you. That is a thing.
Yep.
So if you bring in 9 guys and want to stream, we can just save it for you. It's actually easier for us because we don't even need to do commentary or anything.
Right.
You can just go watch it. You don't need to hear our analysis because you can bring it home and watch it on your own and put in your own analysis and crop it down. So that's definitely something that is cool. That is something I did back in Minnesota for home games, not for a casino situation or anything or card rooms, but for home games, people would just record their home games for themselves.
That's cool.
It's I learned a lot about myself watching myself play. Just the tells that I have. Now it's a small sample size if you play for 5 hours or whatever, but it's better than 0 hours. So you can watch yourself and go, oh, I see I messed up here. I call too much here, and physical tells. I knew that I do this when I have a big draw. So it's super fun to watch yourself play. It's the studying more than anything.
Right. I think we'd announce as we got Minnesota Scott in the box, one of our best dealers here for the live stream. And on a flop of 10, 10, 5, 2 hearts, I'm in deep flopping trips with pretty much the lion's share or all of the equity in this hand. Bart picking up a 7 now on the turn.
So he bets a half the pot, 20K. Oh, and Amandeep is just slow playing it, reeling him in. Boat. So Amandeep has checked. He's been very passive this whole.
And it looks like they've colored up to the 25K chips.
On break, they did that.
Yeah, so for those of you that are new in the chat, Bart betting 30K into 80K.
And it's wow, he might even get paid because he might think 7 is good.
40% pot. Yeah, it's going to raise here. And I think with Amandeep raising here.
Depends on what he does.
Yeah, that's the thing. He only left himself 8 big blinds. It's a really strong move.
If it's less than 100, I think it's a good bet. And 85, I think, is right in that sweet spot that's going to get called.
Yeah.
With I paired my 7.
Yeah, very value size.
Yeah, unless he's putting Amandeep also having a 7 with a better kicker than
a 6. Or a 5, because he could have a 5 and have a full house also. So there's a lot of hands that Bart's was into all 10x combos, 5x combos. So
there's Craig 10 minutes ago telling us we're down to 10 players.
Okay.
So a glimpse into the future. In 10 minutes, we will be pausing the clock and combining tables.
This particular flight going relatively quickly compared to the summer. I don't know if it's just everything more efficient or what.
We had more players in 1A than we had in the summer jam.
For sure. I think we only had 40-something players.
Yep.
42, 43 players. We only took 4 players from Flight A.
Yeah, and now we've got 6 and change.
Now, I do anticipate this next...
They played fast.
Yeah, I think
they're
going
fast in the beginning. I mean, they had 4 people busted in level 1 with 400 big blinds coming into it.
Yeah, this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was getting ready to come up. Here and packing because I'm getting a hotel nearby since I know I'm going to be here pretty late in the booth and we're playing. And I'm like,
I thought you were sick of your roommates locking you out.
Yeah. 15 minutes. I'm looking at 15, 16, 17 minutes in. It's like, I don't know. I think you guys had 28 players or 27 players, and it said 20
remaining.
Yeah, it's 24 remaining, 23 remaining. I'm like, what's going on?
How do you lose 4 people in round 1?
You know, there's some, obviously $500 to some players. That's a big buy-in. Some players is a small buy-in. So maybe these players that don't think a $500 buy-in is that expensive, trying to look to double up.
We had a bunch of certificates, so people might have got in on a discount.
That's true.
So instead of the 500, they got in for 120.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of people were winning certificates and then selling them on the cheap. So a lot of people are in here at discounted prices. Michael with pocket queens bumps it up and takes it down. Nobody has anything to contend with.
And again, as the as the levels increase, now here as you see, we're just about 8 minutes into level 14. Small blind 4K, big blind 8K, big blind any 8K.
Bart Bogart at the top.
Yep, no surprise.
No, he's comfortable up there. So I lose my prediction with Ammon deep on top and Bart in second place.
Is that what we did? What was the bet?
It was, I said Ammon deep, Bart, Ed. Ed busted, so I'm already out of it.
Yeah.
And Bart's on top and Ammon deep's on second. So I lost. What did you say?
I said Bart, I'm in deep and Ashley right there.
God, you're so good at this game.
Yeah, that's a total guess though, because at that point, Ashley only had like 16 to 18 big blinds, so she spun it up.
She was down less, and you said she's going to make a comeback, and she's first, second, third, just like you said. Bart overtook Ammon deep, and man, that's why you're the best.
Outside of Bart and Ashley, some of these players I'm very unfamiliar with. You know, I don't know Seat 5. Michael played the Summer Bash. I don't recall Amandeep, and so Johnny's in Seat 5. Oh, is she really? Yeah, she's short stack. Paul or Poker Monkey.
Does he have inside information? Is she like our bubble girl?
I don't know. I mean, as you said, going in the future, we have 9 players.
Yeah, in 10 minutes. Tinder. We didn't ever fix that.
Yeah, we did not. I got it.
All right. I was going to pull it up on my phone. You just got it on the computer.
Totally forgot about that.
Is that the first time it's happened in 3 hours?
Yes.
All right. That's not bad then.
I meant to.
We want to block it so that you have to be a subscriber to.
I do that right. That's
yeah,
what
I do porn.
Yeah.
And then report it, and then it goes away. Yeah, we want you to be a subscriber in order to comment. That way, we won't get these porn bots coming in here and annoying us.
Yeah, there's a way. You know why we didn't get any? Frankie had freaking showed me how to do it, where you have to be a subscriber, any subscriber, and that's why we didn't get any. So that's my fault. I should have told you. I don't. This whole YouTube.
And it's so weird how it goes 4 of them at a time.
Yeah.
Like boom, 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 boom.
I think it's too late to go back and try and change it.
We'll do it later.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'd rather not risk it.
Brandon.
Shearer.
Oh, yeah.
Monkey says 4 big blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got doll in. Folds around. She picks up the
All right,
blinds.
now to 9 big blinds.
Adds 20K to her stack.
Hey, Chris Mays made a little run when he was down to like 3 or 4 big blinds.
Then he ran into aces.
Oh, did he really? Did he go
from Bart? Bart double eliminated him. He was one of the
Oh, that's
doubles
right.
with the mystery hand.
Because he has to get lucky. That's right. I recall that.
Hand 99 since we started the stream after registration closed
Right.
at 2:30.
Eric and I having to take off our microphones or take out or put it on mute.
Press mute so we can cough. Little cough button.
Yeah, I usually don't like to have anything in my mouth when I'm commentating, but I have a cough drop in my mouth, so I don't cough.
Evening Hayden. Oh, those cards look nice. I missed that way up there. He said that a long time ago.
Who? Hayden who?
Hayden did. Hayden. You're Hayden.
Oh, he must
When we
have.
were talking to Kim, he said he snuck in there and said those cards look nice.
Wouldn't he say that? What? I don't.
Right here. Kim said, "See, haha," and then Hayden said, "Those cards look nice." And then
Oh, I didn't even see Hayden's post.
We were so busy talking to Kim, we didn't even see Hayden post.
Sorry, bro.
No wonder he locks the door.
Action Ashley with Ace Queen in the big blind. Gonna definitely look to get that all in.
Yep, 7 big blinds.
Let's see if Mikkel makes a move on the button. Yeah, she's ripping it.
Yeah. Bart's got a nice little suited connector, but I don't think he's going to give her 7 big blinds at all.
There we go. Picking up.
Does she show it? Nope, those aren't. Those are face down. I like to show when I do that, when I have a premium hand, so people always think I have a premium hand and they just fold to me. And she just said, "Watch the stream if you want to see what I had." What do you feel about fixing, or excuse me, about showing cards? Ever? Never?
Sometimes
Always?
I'll show it early
To develop a
to
reputation?
develop a reputation, whether I'm bluffing or I have it. Because like I said, I'm really aggressive in tournaments. I'm either gonna go into day 2 with a significant chip stack, or I'm never making it to day 2, or I'm never making it. I could be top 5, top 10 in chips going into day 2, or I'm just not making day 2, right? Just because I played that aggressive. Look at Bart picking up kings on the button.
Queens.
Got that. Q stands for queens. You're correct. Queens on the button.
I thought you said kings.
I did say kings.
Okay.
So I was just trying to.
You were testing me.
Just testing.
I passed. So he raises it to 20. The blinds are 4,000, 8,000.
Probably going to make a small sizing here to hopefully get called by something.
Yeah, something. He's hoping Johnny came along with Ace Jack or something to call with, and Johnny's got no part of this.
Yeah,
He's got Queen 8, the wrong suit. They are green. I like the green. I like the 4-color deck. So Jimmy Ross Kelly says, "What's the schedule for the next day ones?" 10 a.m., 4 p.m. every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yep.
Thank you, Hayden. Graphics look sharp.
Everybody thinks in the graph. I guess we're keeping the skin.
I like it. We're going to have to increase. I wonder if we take away the big blinds, because it might be small because we've got so much on there. If we take away the big blinds, you know where it says like 400, which is 40 big blinds?
Yeah.
If we take that away, which I really like that. I don't want to take it away.
But then see here, when they do the chip count updates, they'll see how many big blinds.
Yeah.
Right? So.
All right. Should we try that?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go try that. And I'm going to go graphics and change that to just the amount. In 10 minutes, we're going to see. Oh, so they're paused.
Literally, okay. Everybody says they love the graphics, and everybody says they love the 4-color decks. I'm literally the only one that says I don't like the graphics and I don't love the 4-color deck.
I like it.
So, with that being said,
we're on break. Let's hit this button.
Yeah.
And I'm going to turn off
Oh, this is where
this
we're.
button. There we are.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we are currently on a little mini break. Now down to 9 players in this Flight 1A of Daniel's 150K birthday bash. 62 entries, 9 players remaining, 6 making it to day 2. And as we put the players from the outer table on this feature table, going to get their names, going to get their chip counts, and play down to the final 6.
Craig's going to update everything.
I know, Hayden. I definitely got overrun on that stuff. Everybody in the chat loves the new graphics. Everybody in the chat loves the 4-color deck. And I'm literally the only one that doesn't. So, I am here for the viewers.
Maybe everybody else is wrong.
That's 100% correct. All of you guys, I'm changing it back. when you step out of the booth, I'm gonna download a different skin, and then I'm gonna change everything. No.
There's Frankie in the background, so he made it to the final table.
Okay, good for Frankie.
Next gen.
Again, level 14, small blind, 4K, 8K big blind, 8K big blind Annie. Total of nearly 2.5 million chips in play.
Thank you, Dory.
And once this big blind, once this level completes, the next blind level will be 5K, 10K, 10K big blind Annie. Dory, I think you guys are shooting, you and Jim are shooting tomorrow afternoon and Saturday. I will be firing tomorrow and Saturday morning. And those, again, for those of you in the chat that are not yet subscribed to our YouTube.
There's Quad J's. All right, here's a bet. What do you think? Does Craig put him down as Quad J's, like his cash name, or does he put his real name J?
I don't know. I thought we were supposed to use the real name.
I like to use real names on tournaments and fun
Yeah.
names in cash games, but then I give Action Ashley her name, and
And you got to do it for everybody.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so
But the thing is, with Action Ashley, at least you know her name is Ashley.
right.
Quad J's, I'm like, I don't even know what your name is, bro.
Yeah, his license plate is Quad J.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's
well,
so.
somebody outside in the parking lot's license plate is Quad J.
That's dope.
So I
That's it. I'm changing my license plate to AZNSEN because that is my Poker Atlas check-in name.
nice.
So here we go. Randy Lister making it to the final 9.
Oh, Dory says they still have jobs.
How many more days are you guys till you're retired?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the early retirement gift?
No. Was
Okay,
it a surprise?
Yes. All right. I'm going to tell it, Dory. I hope you don't mind. So I'm going to wait 30 seconds so you can respond and say yes
Yep,
about
through
your
the
new
buffer
about
zone.
your new
We
friend.
wouldn't want to spoil it for anybody.
Yeah. Tiny Poker, what's cooking? Hey, Tiny,
Hey,
thanks for
all
trying
right.
to help.
All right, everybody else just turn off the sound if you don't want to hear some geek stuff for a minute. I'm going to talk to Tiny.
Yep. I'm going to turn on the table, Mike.
Tiny.
No, I was leaving it on.
No, Tiny was helping me get the ATEM switch going. What I ended up doing to make this all work, Tiny, is we've got the cameras plugged into the HDMI to SDI. I've got the SDI cables run, and then I plugged them into the SDI to HDMI, and now I'm going back into the old 4-port HDMI switch. Everybody else can delete that 20 seconds.
I ain't paying attention.
Tiny. Yeah, I just blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Banjo. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
70.
Okay. So I think in their neighborhood they found a labradoodle
Oh, I saw that on Facebook.
yeah, so a labradoodle, and they were trying so hard to find it for the rightful owners. They took it to the vet. It was chipped, but it hadn't been registered.
Okay.
And they used to have one of those very similar dogs. I think passed away a couple of years ago, a year or two ago. And they were still trying to find a home. They're retiring in 70 days. Why not keep it? If it's not registered, no one's outwardly looking for it.
Just keep it safe for the rightful owner.
Yeah, but they've had it for a while. No, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like
It's been a month.
more than months. So
Has it? Can I join the poker? Yob. Yeah, join the poker. Come on down. 1676 Regal Road, Dallas, Texas.
this is a $150K guarantee with $35K for first place. Currently 62. I think we have over 45 in flight too. So we're well on our way to smashing this guarantee. And again, we have flights beginning tomorrow and Saturday at 10 a.m. and again at 4 p.m. 30-minute blinds, $500 buy-in, 420 of that going to the prize pool. Taking top 10% of each flight, we are streaming each flight at the close of registration. And once we get that to down to the 10%, they bag and tag. Day 2 restart 1 p.m. where someone will walk away with at minimum $35,000 for first place.
It's going to be good. There's Craig typing everybody's name and numbers. Getting chip counts, exact chip counts 10 minutes ago. There's Big Mike in the background. You see his hand over there.
Yeah.
He's a large gentleman. Came down from Iowa to help us floor this tournament.
Yeah, and I believe you've had 7 or 8 out-of-town dealers
got
and floors?
8 dealers, and Big Mike is my floor.
Gotcha. So 8 dealers from Minnesota and or Iowa, I think.
5 named Mike. Besides
Big Mike.
besides our mics, we got Minnesota Mike. We got another Mike. We got Big Mike. We got Mike Tanner. We got Mike.
Asian Mike.
Asian
Mike.
You can say Asian Mike. I have to say Mikey.
Yeah, you say Mike. I can say Asian Mike. Yeah, that works out well. Now here we go. We're getting really close.
Minnesota Mike is a dealer. All that tech talk makes me miss the 8-track tapes.
Yo, the 8-track tape was dope. I remember that stuff. I mean, very.
I was like, yeah.
It was like It was towards the tail. It was towards the tail end.
Yeah.
Because my parents said, So hold on, I just want you to know this is a tournament. This is not a cash live stream. So and wasn't sure.
Now they're discussing how many they pay down to, and we are at 62.
Oh, then we
which
need to go.
rounds
We need to go away from
Oh
that.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
They want to see that.
Sorry guys, you want to see these guys?
Yeah.
My bad. I am so sorry. I forgot. We're sitting here watching the stream.
Actually, I do like the graphics.
I love the graphics. So he did not get. He did put J Gravitt instead of Quad J's. He did not get the pictures.
God, I need to ask Frankie about how to do that again.
Yeah, we'll have him do that.
Action Ashley all in.
With Ace 8 versus Bart's Queen 6. I'm gonna call him Anthony. His mom called him Anthony. I'm calling him Anthony.
Do people actually click on these?
I mean, they must, right? Otherwise, nobody would ever.
I guess.
They wouldn't work. The Tinder bots.
He legit. Oh, Tiny! I just deleted your message on accident. It moved.
No,
I'm so
you
sorry.
Click on report. Go up to view deleted message, and you might be able to bring it back. And click on that. And no,
Nope.
guess we can't.
Sorry about that,
Nobody
Tiny.
gets to see you're saying, "Hey, Eric, that's cool. Glad you found a solution."
My bad.
Eddie deleted it. I saw it though, and that's all that matters. So I appreciate you, Tiny. Cytexi?
Yep.
I hear watching. Hopefully, my dad can make the table tonight. Who's your dad?
Tiny, that's my fault. Frankie for Next Gen set up a way that I can only make subscribers comment, and we stopped that stream and started this stream, and I don't know how to do that.
That's it.
I did ban the Tinder account. How do you ban them?
I don't. Oh, you can put him in timeout.
Oh, I guess that's fine.
But all that does, I mean, it's a fake account anyways. You'll put him in timeout for 5 minutes, and another fake account will pop up. So it doesn't matter. What we need to do is set up so only subscribers get to watch the stream.
Ryan, he played in the Next Gen tourney
Last week.
I don't remember. I don't commentate the Next Gen stuff.
Ryan. All right. What was his name on the when the Next Gen guys play on Sunday?
A lot of them use nicknames.
Yeah, fun names. Like Cashman, and his name was actually Cashman. So
Somebody was called like Royalty or something like I don't remember.
they make up fun names. They have a good time.
Ryan Herdsman. Okay.
I do recognize that name now that you said it.
Okay. He just supposed to use Ryan then.
He didn't have one. Okay.
Johnny here opening up Ace Queen middle position. Takes down this pot.
Let's go, Johnny. And Bogart's mom says that his mom did not name Anthony. His dad did. She wanted to name Bart. So,
Gotcha.
Okay, I'll call him Bart then for you.
I mean, everybody calls him Bart anyway, so I'm going to call him Anthony one day, see what happens. I'll see if he even responds.
See if he looks.
Yeah.
He's like, what? What was, when you get yelled at as a child, did your parents use like middle names to yell at you?
So I'll tell you a really, really funny story about that.
I love funny stories.
See if anything happens and develops in this hand.
We got Bart with pocket 7.
Yep, pocket 7s. Action Ashley with ace 6 suited. May want to, let's see if she's going to get this hand in.
You can just exit that, dismiss it. Doesn't matter. It just says we haven't done a virus scan recently. He will not respond, Mom says.
I'm going to try it, Michelle. Let's see what happens.
Jack 8, Trey 4. Ashley has the flush draw, plus an ace will give her the best hand. Interdimensional Lizard says, sup. Michelle Bogart has liked the stream.
She's going to peel one off the river, see if she can get there on the river with a spade.
I think she does. No, Bart has 3 7s for the best hand.
See what sizing he uses. See if he's probably gonna put her all in because of the stack to pot ratio.
Yeah, for sure. There's 110 in the pot. It's only 67.
Yeah, about 6.6 stack to pot ratio for Ashley. Just won't be able to make a call with just ace high. Probably knows that Bart has at minimum. Obviously doesn't know that he rivers a set. But
well, she can't call down with ace high.
Yeah.
Is Randy at every final table? Yes, she is, actually. They call her Final Table Randy. You should have seen her at the... thank you, Michelle. You should have seen Randy. If you have not watched the invitational...
See the blurred in and out there?
Yeah, it tried to autofocus on the guy who moved his head.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, sometimes if it's focused on those people, but if somebody gets in the way, it'll try to focus on them.
I gotcha.
If you have not, what is she thinking about? Does she think Ace High is ever good here? Or is she just thinking there's so much money in the pot, maybe I just have to?
Yeah, it depends on what she's putting Bart on. Like, I mean, he has better aces right there.
Yeah.
And he shows.
He shows. I had 3 sevens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Action Ashley just said if I rip it on the turn. That's the move.
Right.
And then when he does call with 2 sevens, because you only had 6 bigs, then you're just wishing, you know. She's got a chip in a chair now. I like her chances. Aggression frequency. Now, these stats are going to be skewed because half of these players just got to the table. Next Gen Poker was 16%. These loose Ken is making these final tables. They put your chip stacks at risk constantly. I don't know how they do it. These loose
cannons are
probably
making
cannons. These loose cannons making the final tables. Yes. Welcome to Texas Poker. Yeah, we translated that, Brad. Thank you. These loose cannons making final tables. Yeah, it's fun to watch. I tell you what. But Randy Lister now is 6-6. She's going to run to Amandeep's Jack and Jack right behind her. She's going to make it 25 to K. The blinds are 4-8. She's going to make it about just over 3x. And he's going to go all in for a bunch.
About 25 big blinds there. It's going to put Randy in a tough spot.
It really does. She's got a pair, but we're...
It's a good fold.
Yeah. I thought she was going to go into the take.
You're coin flipping at best right there in that scenario against Ace King, Ace Queen. And do you really want to put your chips at risk at this point in time, knowing that you need to lose 3 players to?
Yeah, we're at 9. We're at 9 players, and if you can limp into bagging tonight, that's worth $3,000 if you can bag again tomorrow.
Correct.
So a lot of that new dynamic where a second bag is $3,000 real dollars,
right,
is going to get a lot of people to just snug right up. And it shows she has 300K. Is that correct?
Who?
Oh, for Randy, yes. Action Ashley has 67K, which is 8 big blinds. That's more than I thought she had left. So that's great. I thought she was down to nothing. 8 big blinds is enough to do some damage.
Look for Michael to get the rest of the chips in here with pocket ace and action behind. Only makes it 20K.
Randy calls with Jack 9. I like the Jack 9.
To hand you typically are not good, especially against somebody with a small stack that's willing to get their chips in.
Yep. She's got position, but it was less than 3x. It was about 2.5x the big blind. So she just limps in, totally whiffs it, but then she hits it. Randy.
Yeah, she's going to re-rip it. I think she's going to re-rip it here. At least that's really small. Look for this river to go check.
It was just a blocker bet.
Yeah, blocker bet. It's going to go check, check.
Yeah, check, check. She's going to pick up the pot, I think. She has showdown value.
Definitely has enough showdown value. Yeah.
Yep.
Shows the jack. Picks up some chips.
There's Dan. He's great in the commentary booth.
I asked him if he wanted to jump in the booth at any time this week. He's like, I don't know anything about poker. I was like, I'm sorry. He doesn't know anything about tournament poker is what I meant to say. He does know a lot about poker. He's a very good cash player here.
He loves the 2-5 game that they play. Ducks game, we call it. Duck stream.
Yeah.
Look at this VPIP. Johnny up at the top with 41%. Jade and Andrea down at the bottom with 0. They have not played a hand yet. Now, this is a skewed stat because they just got to the table like less than 1 orbit ago. So that stat is skewed for the 6 people 5 people, whatever it is, that are new to the table.
Yeah, and again, for those of you who had a number of new viewers in the chat, we are at the tail end of Flight 1A of Daniel's 150K birthday bash. We are just now about to enter level 15, where the blinds are 5K, where the blinds will be 5K, 10K, 10K, big blind, ante. 62 players in this flight, nine remaining, playing down to 6 players who will bag and tag. Sunday restart at 1 p.m. 150K guarantee, first paying out a minimum of $35,000. And then for those of you in the chat that have not yet liked, shared, subscribe to our social media platforms. We are on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook,
YouTube,
and YouTube. And again, if you are new,
TikTok,
and are we on TikTok?
We're not streaming on TikTok, but we post stuff there.
Okay, we do. Yeah.
And when I say we, it's not me.
Yeah, it's definitely not me.
You know, I'm too old for TikTok.
I've been a Facebook only person, and then started getting on Twitter about 2 weeks ago during the whole Garrett Adelstein, Robbie Lake, Jade Lou, Jack 4 controversy.
That's me. There's speaking of TikTok, there's a TikTok star right there.
Yeah.
Next gen, Frankie.
Largest TikTok poker following in the world. So
7 digits.
Yeah.
In his followers.
Been very helpful for us here in the booth in terms of.
Those kids are so smart.
Yeah.
And good players.
Yeah. Frankie, the only one that's playing poker
full time.
Well, I talked to him on a fairly regular basis. When I would come up here and work, and then he'd come and work, on the table over there, and we get to chatting. He spends about half of his. He spends about 15 to 20 hours doing next gen stuff, and then another 20 to 30 hours playing poker. So, he said he wants to try this for a little bit to see how it goes.
Yeah, well, you're young. He just turned 23 like 2 weeks ago.
And he has a degree, so he has something to fall back on if things don't work out.
Pre-flop raising, Bart up at the top with 20%. That means 1 out of every 5 hands he's coming in for a raise. Again, Jay and Andrea have not played a hand since they sat down when we combined to one table. But Jay's got over 300K, so he doesn't mind mixing it up.
So we told Matt he thought we'd be out of here or be done with this live stream by 7 p.m. in the booth. What are you putting it at?
Wow. So to lose 3 more players, knowing how tight these guys are going to play.
There's only a few
Did
short
he say
stacks.
7?
He said 7.
All right. Looking good, Craig. Thank you.
Ace Queen versus Ace 8. Andrea Russo on the hijack raising. Ace Queen suited. Bart defending the big blind standard defend with Ace 8 suited. Both turning it an ace.
Oh, Bart's going to be in trouble now.
Let's see if he leads out here, if he's just going to go in the check call.
Yeah, he did lead out, and Andrea called.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, one of his 2 outs.
It does bring in the backdoor diamond draw.
Or spades.
Yeah, backdoor spade draw, excuse me. Gets her on the river. Bets for value, bets 40% of the pot, bets 40K into 100K. Good God.
Gets snapped right off and picks up a nice pot. Wow. Nice river, Bart. I want to listen to this table talk for a little bit. They're giving Bart a hard time.
On the river. So here's the thing. It's Bart's goal to basically have half of us under a certain amount, and then he just starts knocking us out one by one.
That is accurate.
2 minutes left in this level 14. 9 players still remaining. Cutting down to the final 6.
So that dynamic where we're on the bubble, and we're a couple away from the bubble right now, but that dynamic where Bart can just bully the rest of the table because they're all trying to get a bag.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's in the 9th, and the both players to his left are short stacks. So if it ever gets to him, and he's on the big blind and has a reasonably hand that can post well post flop,
Expect him to raise 100% of the time.
Expect him to rip it.
Because it won't even put a dent in his stack to put them all in.
Remind me then when we set up for the next to set the YouTube to
Play
subscribe.
1B will set up that for and Bart's got the best of it with ace high. Yeah, we'll set up the next YouTube stream to
Subscribe
be
only.
subscribers only for chatting. I think Bart runs good because he's a very spiritual person. I really do. He gives his glory to God. That's beautiful. Seconds left in this level. We still have 9 players. It's once we get to the 5-10-10 level in 23 seconds, expect people to get more aggressive, and we're going to lose a few, I think, right away. Just because they're down. Their chip stacks are just getting blinded out. Randy makes it 20,000 with queen 10. Amandeep calls with his ace king. Andrea calls with pocket 6. Next gen Frankie's got king 9. He's wondering what to do here. He's in middle position with a raise and 2 callers. King 9's not a premium hand, but I think he's suspicious on what's going on. Pink. Okay. Okay, I was wrong. Andrea did fold. He didn't call. That's why next gen was taking so long. Ace king should have raised. I agree with that, but in this situation, being this close to the bubble with so many short stacks, you really don't want to bust out. And if Randy 4-bets him, you really don't want to have to fold ace king pre-flop. Action Ashley does hit the best of it with middle pair with the 4 and just rips in her 39K. Now Randy has to fold queen 10 and Amandeep has to fold ace king, and Action Ashley is going to pick up a nice little hand. Oh. Randy says no. 7 deuce 4 does not hit your range. Let's see. She's got a 22% chance to win this hand. Amandeep does fold ace king.
Ruth Hall in the chat saying good luck to my girls Randy and Ash.
All right. How you doing, Ruth? So Randy needs a queen or a 10 or running spades. A 9 doesn't do it. A 7 doesn't do it. Action gets the full double with 150,000 chips.
Now getting her close to 20 big blinds. Going to give her a little bit of breathing room. Doesn't have to just rip it now.
Yeah, now she can relax. So what happened there was, here, let's listen to him. So I thought they were going to talk more. So as you stepped out, Randy min clicks it to 20K. Amandeep calls with ace king, folds around to Action Ashley in the big blind, who's getting odds now. She's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 to 1 to call. So she makes the call and binks 1 pair and just rips in. And,
wow.
And then Randy calls with queen 10 on a 7 high board. and misses. So that's one way to play. So much equity with so many cards to call.
The fun table.
Yeah, Action's going, why would Ace King ever fold? I mean, she doesn't know he has Ace King, but why do you fold any cards in this situation?
Well, yeah, I think they're arguing that if both of them are in the hand, that they have an opportunity to potentially
Yeah.
knock her out,
For,
get close to the bubble. But at the same time, if you have a decent chip stack, you don't want to potentially waste it. You don't want somebody to
Yeah.
triple up.
You know, just on I need an ace or a king.
Cup, I didn't see the hand.
Captain Underpair, yes. Ace King raises. Now Ashley doesn't have.
Oh, he didn't raise pre-flop?
No, Randy raised. Min clicks it to 20K. He just flats right behind her. And then everybody folds, and that prices Ashley in. So Captain
Was she in the
Underpair-
blinds?
She was big blind.
Oh,
So
I got you.
Yeah, Captain right here, while we're waiting, he says AK should have raised, and I said, well, defending the flat from Ace King is this close to the bubble, protecting your chip stack.
Right.
And I was giving the reasons why he might just flat there.
Right.
Because if he raises and then she jams, now you got to get it all in and you're flipping and you might be bounced out of the tournament so close to the bubble. So let's just limp in, see what happens. And just like that, if he raises, does Ashley fold 100% of the time and he wins the pot. But as played, Ashley gets in cheap and takes down a nice pot. Quad J's coming into the pot for the first time at this final table with pocket sevens in the 7th
Michael,
seat.
yeah, I was going to rip it here with Ace Jack. Pretty standard
Yeah.
rip with 6 big blinds.
Jay's going to call, and we are off to the races.
Going to be a coin flip scenario where sevens is just slightly ahead of Ace Jack. Pretty much a coin flip.
Pocket sevens versus Ace Jack.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. At the conclusion of this hand, will either still be 9-handed or 8-handed. One of the two. Find out. See if Jay's pocket sevens hold.
Ooh, I think they will hold.
They're going to hold.
Slow down, Buck. All right, boat. Da boat.
Michael eliminated just 2 from the bubble in 9th place. Now down to 8, playing down to 6.
For the record, I go broke in that hand too, Michael.
Yeah.
Ace Jack with
6 big blinds.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, at the conclusion of this flight, we will be taking a little break and then coming back on streaming flight
1B.
1B, levels 9 through 12, 9 through 13, 10 through 13, something like
9,
that.
10, 11, 12.
Yeah, so
2
look
hours between breaks.
Yeah, so about an hour and a half,
How
2
many-
hours.
Do we know how many players we have in 1B?
Yeah,
so
they
far?
had, when I walked out there to use the restroom,
Yep.
55.
55 already, and they're like, they start at 4 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock now, so they're in level 5.
Let me double
Or they're
check.
just going into level 5 right now. They're just coming back from break, I'll bet.
Let me just double check to confirm. 54 players. They're still on break. 54 players. Still 2 hours left in registration. If you want to jump into this bad boy, you can. You get 40K starting stack.
Big amount of chips. All the clubs are gone.
Oh, Bart Bogard waking up with kings in the hijack.
Just living right.
Action Ashley. This is actually a really good spot for Action Ashley. It's a really decent hand with 8 hands, but when Bart's opening,
Makes it 23K,
Yeah.
which is just under 2.3.
yeah.
Exactly 2.3.
Good sizing. Going to Andrea Russo with the short.
calls with a suited king.
Yeah, it's a very standard defend from relatively late position raise.
Oh, he's in trouble now.
Oh yeah, snap.
All in and a call. Drawing dead.
So gross.
Drawing dead and gets there. Let's turn this up.
Hey, I had 7, 8 of diamonds. I would have been with you.
Love Action Ashley and her energy.
Damn, Bar.
Oh, man. She did have 7-8 of diamonds. She would have got all in on that flop, too, with 4 diamonds.
For sure. The rich keep getting richer. Bart Bogard picking up significant chips here.
He's crushing this. So, Poker House Dallas has had 3 major tournaments since its conception 1 year ago. It had the
250K
free roll in February.
Right.
Bart got second place.
Right.
It had the 100K in August. Bart got first place.
Yeah, and that total price pool hit about 205,000.
And he is running over 1A. He has 851,000 chips in play when the average is 350. So he's got almost triple the average.
Now, with that being said, I believe this is going to be the lowest blind level that we get to.
Yeah, we're going to rewind back to this one.
So we're probably going to rewind back to this one that started day 2. So, well, whatever level this ends at.
Yep.
So maybe 5, 10, the current level, 11, 15, or maybe level 16 where the blinds are going to go up to 10, 15, and 15. So
Next Gen gets through with a 7 deuce in the big blind.
did he get a walk?
He got a walk and he like fist pumps. That's awesome. All right, so if you guys didn't hear that, Ashley was saying she was looking at his, she was thinking about raising, but her stack size is an awkward size where she would have to call off
And commit her chips, yeah.
if Frankie raises, and Frankie knew that's what she was thinking, so he positioned his chips so she could see how much it was, kind of posturing, like, hey, you want some? Come get some.
Yeah, okay.
You know? And she was joking, like, I don't care about your stack size, Frankie. I just couldn't call off if you raise me. You know, so that was good instincts on Frankie, knowing that she's going to raise me if I look weak.
Right.
So puffing up. So she folds, and he gets the walk with 7 deuce. I love the kid's instinct. She's spitting the gum out now. All right. So Randy raises it up with pocket 4s in the hijack. It folds around, and she picks up 25 extra K. Walter Fryer just like the stream.
Thank you, Walter, for tuning in.
This might be big. Oh, she gets M deep to fold the better suited ace deuce of spades.
Another thing, now with just one player left to bust, I think they're looking for, who is it with the short stack?
Now it's really...
Is it Frankie? I think it's Frankie, right?
Which is what made it awkward for...
Yeah, with 13 bigs.
He's still got 13 bigs, and Ashley has 17, which made it awkward for that last... the dynamic where she can't raise fold. She has to raise call off. And she had a nice suited ace, but it wasn't nice enough to put her stack at risk.
Right.
All right, so I've got an over-under number.
Okay.
Bart, 6 flights. How many bags is he going to get? Each bag is worth $3,000.
I think he's going to bag at least 3 in total.
3? Half of them? I like that line. So he's going to have $6,000 before we start day 2.
Pretty much.
My man. And 800,000 chips. And the neat thing is, we got ace 5 against ace 5. So this is going to be a chop pot unless there's a bunch of clubs or a bunch of hearts. Bart decides to get in there with the queen 4.
Feels like he's getting a good price here.
He is. He was in the big blind. It was barely a min click. And he misses, but he has all the chips. If he shows some aggression, he's just going to take it away. But M and D. I don't see Jay calling here.
Interesting. No, he announced call.
Why?
Well, the reason I think he's calling there because if he really had a king, he would probably check raise, check call. He wouldn't necessarily lead a king on the board. He wouldn't lead a king when a king hits the board when Jay was the original pre-flop guesser.
Jay had bad intentions with this flop, so he floats the flop just to be able to make this bet right here.
Now, with 2 kings on the board, it reduces the combinations of king X holdings by either player. But he could be representing a hand like
and
Jack's
snap
queens. Yeah,
works. Nice hand. Or a better ace.
Yeah, better ace. Definitely better ace.
You know, ace Jack wins this hand. So Captain Underpeers says what?
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
He might be talking about that 3K bonus we're talking about. So if that's what you're talking about, if you multi-bag, I will buy it back for $3,000. And when I say I mean Poker House Dallas will buy it back from
No, Eric's going to buy it from his pocket.
I'll do it. No, I won't. So when you bag, let's say Bart bags 800K that he has right now, and then he jumps into flight 1B, and he bags 100K tonight at 2 in the morning, whenever it is. He immediately gets $3,000, and the small bag comes out of play. Let's say he jumps in tomorrow and plays again, and he bags again because that's what Bart does. He does, you know.
Bart does Bart things.
Bart doing Bart things. He's just bagging and bagging. For every time he bags, he gets 3,000 real dollars, and then he takes his biggest stack into day 2. So before he even makes the money on day 2,
rip it, Ashley.
She makes a 6. Well, she's got 156 now. She picked up some stacks. She's got over 10 bigs. So yeah, so that is a sick bonus. I think a lot of people are going to be going for that. And it will really, where the dynamic used to be, if you don't have enough to play on day 2, you just punt it and, you know, start over or whatever. Now, if you don't have enough to play on day 2, you just squeak into the money and try again and get your 3K. Ryan Cash, my dealer from Minnesota, likes to stream. Did you get to play it all this weekend, Ryan, yet? Actually, I know he did. He played in the satellite, and he bubbled it for $400. He didn't get the $500 seat, but he did get the bubble. Jay flopping all of this. He's got 4 diamonds. We done? All right. So he's got all the diamonds. Ashley has king queen with a gut shot. She needs a jack. She actually just needs to not be a diamond or a 7 or a 5. If I'm Jay, I'm putting her all in right now. 106,000.
Yeah, stock to part ratio about like 0.75, 0.8.
I'm all in. Yeah, for sure. It's bluffing with outs. And she's annoyed because she knows she's ahead. So she thinks she's afraid of the ace. She's actually afraid of the diamonds. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I wanted her to rip. Yeah, with a hand like king queen suited, 7-handed, so light position raise from Jay
on the bubble.
Yeah, the thing is here again, you're blocking so many properties of premium type holding hands. You're blocking ace, king, ace, queen, pocket kings, pocket queens.
But you might have Bart wake up with a random ace that he decides to call off 10 bigs because he's got 800.
Well, the action was she was in the big blind.
Okay.
So Jay opened the cutoff and then everybody folded to her.
Okay.
So she was last to act. So if she rips, she's gonna get Jay to fold.
Got it.
And he's gonna have to call off tighter there for what's it called? So
the ICM.
Not. There's no ICM implications because there's no money involved in yet. But it's for
you're on the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, touche. So ICM implication, and there she goes. She has ace queen right here. Is probably gonna get this in.
Good. And now she's up against Next Gen, who also has a short stack with 2 6s, and he just lets it go. He's definitely looking for that ICM bag.
It's a really interesting fold from Frankie.
Early position with 2 6s. He knows he has to get it all in and then run into ace queen. And now he's flipping.
I'm pretty sure it's a shove spot. How many blinds does he have? Let me see big blinds.
It's independent of that because we're right on the bubble.
Right.
So that's a factor that you have to factor.
Right.
That's a variable that we have to factor in. Is we're on the bubble. If he goes out now, he makes $0.
Yeah.
If he makes it through one more person, and these guys are not afraid to get it in, so if he can make it through one more person, he's going to make $3,000 real dollars because he's 100% bagging in the next 5 flights. One of the next 5 flights, he will find a bag, and that's $3,000 real dollars if he can find a bag tonight. There's exactly 7 left right now. That must be Chris on the Poker House Dallas Facebook page.
Probably.
Yeah, so we are at the final table of flight 1A. We're playing down to 6. We had 62 entries, and we are on 7 right now. So we are on the money bubble.
Currently 55 entries total in flight 2. 43 players remain. About 2 hours left in registration.
Amandeep hits top pair, and he goes all in with 138,000. Bart's got middle pair.
He's definitely gonna have to fold here.
I think he folds.
You know, especially with action behind.
Yeah, he knows Amandeep is not making any moves right now.
Yeah. So for him to lead on the spot into 2 players,
Randy's got bottom
got
pair
10.
and 1 over. I just noticed that they all flopped a pair.
Right. And Randy she can't call if it were just bottom pair. You know, if there was a club on the board or 2 clubs on the board, she could call.
Yeah, she's got backdoor straights like with Jack Queen, but that's you're not banking on that.
She's drawing really thin here on this board.
Yeah. Oh, she hates folding. She does it though. She's gonna make the correct fold.
I mean, we have to talk about chip preservation as well,
yeah, exactly,
right?
Exactly.
If we were to end here at this particular level 15, you know, she would have 27 big blinds going into day 2, assuming this is the lowest level that we roll back to going into day 2.
Yep.
So,
which I think it will level 15. I think it will be.
Yeah.
All right. How many hands left for today?
Five.
I'll take the under.
Take the under. And let us know how we're doing here in the chat. Eric joining me in the booth, kind of helping a little bit, kind of Renaissance man, kind of helping with everything. Oh, look at this. Oh boy.
No. This is I'm gonna change my prediction to 1.
I'm going to 1 as well.
Jay with pocket kings, action Ashley with ace jack suited. There's no scenario where they don't get it all in.
Yeah, with 13 big blinds.
It's gonna be a 3-bet and then a shove, or it's just gonna be a 3-bet shove. Yep, 3-bet shove. Jay's gonna snap it off.
Eric's saying 1, yeah.
He goes 6. Okay, 1. We're done. You got a pair? I got a pair. And
I mean, and that's a hand you're going to want to get in ace jack suited with 13 bigs.
For sure.
Pretty standard.
Did you see how Frankie stood up and the camera tried to focus?
Oh, wow. She flops the world.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Oh, my God. Turns the world.
Slow down, Buck. Oh, misses everything. And he just says, nice hand, wraps the table. We're done.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the conclusion of Flight 1A of Daniel's 150K birthday bash. Action Ashley busting out in the 7. 6 players remaining. Bart Bogart, Jay Gravitt, Johnny, Randy Lister, Amandeep Chima, and Mr. Frankie from Next Gen Poker sneaking in with 11 big blinds.
That's why he folded pocket 6s.
That's why he folded pocket 6s. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little bit of a break here.
A couple hours.
Yeah, a couple hours. I look for us to start streaming at approximately
when registration closes on Flight 1B,
which is going to be 2 hours, about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yep.
So take a couple hours off and maybe go power nap.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Captain Underpairs.
So
Eric Turner,
switch to the
appreciate it. We'll
the
do this.
commentary. Yeah. So
Here we are. Boom.
Eric in the booth with me here. So again, thank you for joining in. 64 viewers in the chat on a Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Started streaming at about what?
4:30.
Is that what time we started?
No, that's when registration closed.
2:45. 2:30, 2:45. So 4 hours. So yeah, we could be getting into like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. tonight. So
Yeah, for sure.
anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in. That's the conclusion of Flight 1A. Look for at least me to be back in the booth later this evening. It could be Eric, could be myself alone, could be anybody else. We'll see where we go from here. Thank you for tuning in. Congratulations to the 6 players that made it to day 2. Guaranteed lock themselves up on in cash.